Hello, 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 Aquarius. Hello, 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 Aquarius. Hello, 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 Aquarius. Hello, 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 Aquarius. This is a reading for the full moon in Scorpio, and that will be coming up the 19th of May. And the reading also covers the second half of the month, the 16th to the 31st of May. I'll be using a full moon spread and the Alice Tarot, which was inspired by Lewis Carroll's book, Alice in Wonderland. And I have also here the Vera Sibilla and the runes to crown the reading with the casting. So let's put out the cards. I'll shuffle them first. They have been shuffled off camera before I started the video. I like to do some shuffling online and then put out 6 cards. I'll show you those first and show you and explain what that position corresponds to and how I'm reading it in relation to the positions. Let's take a go at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. First card. First card is the Emperor. Gargoyle looks like. No, what is that? I can't remember. And then the second card is the Queen of Swords. Look at that severe face. Then we have the Knight of Cups. This has come around about 3 or 4 times in these readings. Then we have the Knight of Swords, 2 knights. One slow knight, one fast knight. Very interesting. 10 of Wands. And the last card is the 3 of Wands. Okay, now, the first card in this series, this beautiful gargoyle, the Emperor, this is an Aries card. Look, Aquarius, this card corresponds to what have you manifested from the last new moon to now? What have you created? And here I'm talking about an empire. This is the Emperor. You have created your domain, your workspace, your emotional space, your metaphorical home to do everything that you like. This is very, very clear a message. And we'll clarify that with the other cards, with the Sibilla cards. We also have this Queen of the Queen of Swords that answers the question, where are you now? You're in a position where you have all of your belongings, your tribe, your friends, your relatives, all around you. What are you doing now? You're ready to pick up and move and go. You're ready to leave. You're ready to leave. Leave it all behind, not so much. It's not in that sense. You want out. You want not to hide, but you want to disappear. Disappear literally. You will be coming back, and they are your tribe. You have your reign. That will be remaining there for you. I have to just move this light. Okay. Why do I have that? Why? There's something here that's not working. I'll show you. Just a second. There you go. Nope, didn't work. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. I'm a ray. I have a ray of light here. And why do I say that you're ready to leave? Typically, hi there. Typically, the Queen of Swords is called in the tarot the divorcee. She gets up and walks away. But here, this is you, Aquarius. This is an air sign. This is you. This is you literally here in the now, knowing what you have created, knowing who is around you, and knowing that it's time for you to move on. I have here this Knight of Cups, and this Knight of Cups answers the question, what is coming to your conscious awareness, Aquarius? What's coming to your conscious awareness? You know that you can taste it in your mouth, in your taste buds, you know, you can smell it, you can taste it, that it's in arm's reach. Those emotions are in arm's reach. You are consciously aware that there is such a strong emotional pull towards someone, and try as you may and try as you might, you can no longer wait until either you see them, you discuss matters, or you find out face to face what they're thinking, because you need to know now. And it's a risk, there's risk involved here, but we'll go over that. Now we have the card of the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords here is in the position of what no longer serves you, Aquarius. What no longer serves you, that speed, that irrational, headstrong movement toward something. Remember the getting up and going. But you have, if you're moving and going forward with determination and orientation, because you know your intentions are bringing you somewhere, then so be it. But here I'm seeing what needs to be released is the speed with which you move when you are not bringing your conscious awareness into the story. You need to be consciously aware of what you're doing. The next card, this 10 of Wands, talks about how to release. How to release? Look at it. How do we release? We release when we are overburdened. Then we release. How? We do it very quickly, but not so quickly, so as we understand why it came to that point, why it came to the 10. Why did it finally come at the end of a difficult cycle? But is it necessary to go all the way to the end? When you're in pain, when you're suffering, do we really have to put the expression, our nose in it? Is that necessary? We'll use the Sibilla to help us with that. And then we have the card that talks to us about what resources do we have available to us in order to release. And I have here the 3 of Wands. We have our conscious awareness. We have our firm convictions. We have our self-confidence. And here the 3 of Wands talks about a moment in time when you have covered your bases and you know who you are and what your capabilities are. And then you have your intellect, and that is the greatest resource available to you in this full moon cycle. Now, I'm going to take this Sibilla to help us understand with that Queen of Swords, where are you now? Why is it that this get up and go and this feeling, unsufferable feeling of wanting to leave and wanting out? Here we have it. We've got the allegrezza al cuore, happiness in the heart, literal letter, and malinconia, melancholy. All right, now we know that there was a certain someone. We know that that person was MIA for a while. We know that there was a great attempt on your part, Aquarius, to in some way communicate, not even in so many words in writing, but in other domains. And try as you may, and try as you might, and tried as you might have, it just didn't satisfy you enough because there was no feedback, there was no communication, there was no response. So now you are ready to take the bull by the horns and face them, Go right face to face and risk rejection, risk a negative response, but you're ready for that. Then we have this card that talks about what comes to our conscious awareness, and we have the Knight of Cups. And here I'm going to pull these 3 cards, and here we have the answer. It's the house, casa. We've got consolante sorpresa, consoling surprise. And then we have this gran signore, this great man, this great figure, male figure, this great person. It could be a grande dame, it could be a woman. And the Knight of Cups, what does it say? What comes to your awareness? You know that that person, how important they are to you. And knowing that it's possible for you to come face to face with them, even in a surprise fashion, will serve you well. Then we have this card, the 10 of Wands, how to release. And how do we release? Riunione, meeting, pensiero, thought, and gran consolazione, great consolation. Here it looks to me as if, Aquarius, you're going to have to meet face to face. You will not be able to release unless you get face to face. And the message is clear here. And so your tribe in that Emperor's reign will allow you to do that. Let's take the runes to see what they can add. Ooh, let me see if I can get this last rune. Just wait, wait. I have to go high and low to look where the rune was. Where did the rune go? I feel silly here on my knees trying to find that rune. I might have to get rid of it. I might have to pull another. I'm going to have to pull another. I'm so sorry. Okay. And I was very lucky. Maybe that's what had to be done. Soilo, it's success. It's the sun. So this is, you go and meet them face to face, Aquarius. It's a karmic pattern with Diag, huh? It's a karmic pattern, and it is about time that it comes up right now, face to face. We have Pedro here, and Pedro is bright state, and it tells you, you know instinctively in your heart of hearts that now is the time. You can afford to see them. Isa tells you that you are the only one to answer to your responsibilities, your desires, your downfall. You take your responsibilities, and this is going to be one of your responsibilities. That is the key to the success that Soilo announced. And here we have Thurisats. Thurisats tells you that this is a rite of passage. You need to go through this. This is a karmic pattern. This is a pattern that you have to face. And Rido tells you, just go. Just go. If you need to, just go. And there's the expression in Italian, torna vincente, return victorious. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen. Aquarius friends, I do hope this was of help to you. Like and share my videos if you enjoyed them, and subscribe. I would love that. Bye-bye. Namaste, ladies and gentlemen.